Barely legal, hotter than a jalapeno when she dropped to her knees and did the Timothy bop.
Yeah. Hi guys. What a great answer. Just like a wave of highs, starting from this side and then slowly breaking into that side. Can we be a bit more enthusiastic? Hi guys. And now it just sounds like a class at like the first day of school. Hi guys. Hi. Welcome to the stand-up part of your Friday late night show. How are you people doing? That's the best response I've heard at this bar, honestly, by far. What's so great? Why are you so happy?
We're drunk.
Drunk? Who said that? We're not yet drunk. We just got corrected. We're drunk. We're not yet drunk. It's like when they put that little star next to like, read the comments below. We're drunk. We're not really drunk, but like we're getting there. Who said we're drunk?
We're moderately drunk.
What? Why did, how, like, what person thinks if I do it in a Russian accent it will make much more sense? Probably it will if you say the phrase I'm drunk. But again, who said it? Of course you did. Who else? Dude, it's 9 p.m. Drunk already?
No, not yet.
Not yet?
I'm going to.
So you are with him, you are like, we are on the way of getting drunk, right?
Yeah.
Is anyone already drunk? No, hopefully. It's 9 p.m. for fuck's sake, people. So why are you so happy? What's so good?
Why wouldn't we?
It's Friday.
It's Friday. And that means what? Getting drunk. We're being over, like, we passed the drunk topic. It's Friday and it means getting, is that the whole purpose of your lives? Alcohol, is it not? We have a drunk philosopher in the room, people. Is it not? So, it's Friday, right? What's good about Friday?
We're going to be drunk.
You're going to be drunk. It's all about drinking, I see now. Anyone works? Who works? Who has a job? Raise your hand.
Job? What job?
Like half, 50-50 of the people have a job. So people that have a job, I understand, like you had a long week at work and now you come to a bar and you're ready to drink. People who don't have a job, just drink every day. What's your problem? Who doesn't have a job? You do kind of have a job though. Kinda, like me, like all the people, like majority of people here. You don't have a job. What's happening? Why?
She's a woman.
She's a woman. What the fuck? 1956 is here again? Jesus. What's with it? Why don't you have a job? You're just studying right now. Studying life. Finding yourself. Is that one of those? What do you study? Everything. I'm not aware of, I know there are really ridiculous universities in Moscow, like Friendship University, where you learn how to be a friend, apparently. But where do you study everything? Is there like a Moscow University of everything? No, seriously, like, what do you do in life? Guys, this one does everything. No, but like, in all seriousness, like, because I want to lead a life like that. I want to do just everything, but actually nothing. So, where can I do that? How does one go about? What's your name? Sorry, I didn't.
My name is
Aliona? Nice to meet you. I also don't do shit in my life. So you really don't do anything. You just hang around. That's great. You see people with jobs, you're all mistaken. This is how you should live your life. Anyone else without a job? Anyone else doesn't work at the moment?
At the moment?
No! In the last 10 years. Of course at the moment. At the moment. I don't mean like, I don't mean that you're not occupied at the moment. I mean like you don't work. You're not in a working relationship. Working relationship, that's like another thing. Who doesn't have a job? Jesus, this is complicated. I have a job.
You don't.
You don't have a job?
Yeah.
Why?
Just part-time.
studying is work, kinda, not really. What do you study?
Communications and mass media.
Communications and mass media. Cool, so you'll never have a job. Bartender for life. That is basically a bartender, right? Communications and mass media.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Definitely have to know how to communicate when you're a bartender.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. Let's not go too deep into that, because okay, so everyone else besides these three people in the room have jobs, right? And after a long week of working, you decided, I'm gonna go to a bar and I'm gonna get drunk. Is that it? Is that why all of you are so happy?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Who's happy and who's getting drunk today? Literally no one. Yay. I think I misunderstood the Russian reason for getting drunk. It's usually because you're sad, not because you're happy. So obviously, me asking who's happy and getting drunk, no response. If I ask who's sad and getting drunk, it will be like, woo! So who's getting drunk today? No one wants to admit. You, man, you're like 60% there. So I see. Anyone else besides the alcoholic person in the room? He still thinks this in the AA meetings. He just comes and raises his hand. Anyone else getting drunk?
Yes.
A random woo from that corner. Who was that? Jesus? Jesus, stop doing that. I saw you order water and now you're drinking wine. What's with that?
Beer, you're blind. Get some glass of water.
Can you change it into beer now? Jesus has evolved. Jesus. Cerveza. I changed it into cerveza. Awesome. So we're all doing good. Who had a good week? Literally no one.
We have a job. What a good week. Come on, buddy. Don't you know?
We work together, bro.
Yes.
So don't even go
You know
there.
me. I know you. We know our situation. And you're asking. Good.
Yeah, I didn't say I had a good week. I just asked, did anyone have a really bad week? I see. You asked for prom, right? What happened? Tell us. Share with the group.
I have no salary for 2 months.
Because you don't work?
I work for 2 months and they doesn't pay me and all my team. And we can release our project and I'm sick.
What do you do?
And I have no money. I develop video games.
Oh, so it's not a real job.
No, it's a real job.
You develop video games.
Yeah.
Okay, why they don't? What's the problem? Why you don't get paid?
Our investors has no money. Now.
Move to Silicon Valley. I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, so you had a really bad week because you have no money.
No money, illness and no release and no release.
That's
We should release our game today.
you need to release your game today. What is your game? Just I care.
Okay.
I'm not paying you shit for that, but just tell me.
It's a mobile strategy, steampunk strategy.
Steampunk strategy.
Don't encourage him.
Yeah.
Steampunk, man.
It's not punk, it's steampunk.
It's not a real thing. It's not cool as punk. It's just like it's a geeky version of punk. It's steampunk. Steampunk strategy for what? For mobile
Yeah.
devices? Cool. Anyone wants to invest into a steampunk mobile app that obviously had all the other investors pulled out? No? I didn't think so. No, you don't want to make your week even worse, right?
Thank you.
No, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna eventually, like, they'll pay you and stuff.
And we're all gonna die, yeah. Don't care about it.
Someday. Anyone else had a bad week? No? No one had either a good week or a bad week.
Good week.
Just had a week. Awesome. I like the sheer level of enthusiasm in this room. The atmosphere is over the top. Can you just like calm down a bit, all of you people, with your crazy enthusiasm, with your weeks that were just weeks? Awesome. Thank you. Ew, this was too intense. I was like, what's happening? Chill, people. Okay, so we're gonna start the stand-up show with the first comedian, who is American, and who is a very dear, well, I will not call him a friend, but like, we're not enemies, let's say it like that. So please welcome all the way from Chicago, from Balashia, Russia, Adam Bobetsk.
Thank you. Yes, my name is Adam. A lot of times I tell people that I'm from Chicago. I'm not really from Chicago. I'm from a shitty town near Chicago called Munster, Indiana. I'm from the fucking Balashia of Chicago. You know, it's the shittiest shit fucking place in the goddamn world. So I have some new material tonight. Do you guys want to hear some new material? Yeah! It's strange material. Can you handle strange material?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll see. Hello, Katya. Hello, Ivan. By the way, that covers like most of you, I think, right? All of you are named Katya and Ivan. So I've been living in Russia for about a year and a half. It's awesome. Nobody says hello, by the way. Nobody says hello in Russia. When I'm in America and I walk down the street and I see a stranger, we always say like, good morning, hello, how are you, right? In Russia, you don't do any of this shit. You just walk by and you have a different way of saying hello. It's,
Сигаретки не будет? Нет? Сигаретки? Да? Зажигалка? У вас есть?
yeah, I don't have a fucking cigarette for you people. Always, it's a difference. I'm gonna say some things about Russia in my set today, by the way. But I want you all to know that I love Russia more than you do, because I have this, which shows you that I just got out of prison, right? So today I got tested for sexually transmitted diseases because I wanted to know which ones I don't have. And I got tested for sexually transmitted diseases, and I didn't know what I was doing exactly. I just kind of walked from room to room. You know how that works at the doctor's office here. And I walked into one room, and the woman, she said, "Очень приятно." And I, "Очень приятно." "Не будет приятно." What the fuck does that mean? And she got a stick, and she said, "Hrrrra. Hrrrra." And she was looking at my pants, and I started grabbing my pants and undoing my belt, and I was like, I don't know if she wants me to take my penis out right now, because if she doesn't, that's gonna look fucking weird if I'm just like, oh yeah, okay. She did. It was yeah, she said like, yeah, не будет приятно. Не будет fucking приятно for sure. She took the stick and stuck it in my penis, and then I was like, this doesn't feel nice. And she was like, "Всё хорошо?" I was like, no, it's not fucking приятно. It really hurt. It still hurts. It still hurts. So I've been doing stand-up for about a year now, and I'm kind of tired of doing stand-up. So today I thought I'd try something different. Can I borrow the chair? I want to do sit-down comedy. This will be more comfortable. You guys don't mind if I get comfortable, do you?
Crazy American.
So I'm an English teacher in Balashia. It's fucking awesome. And around Christmas time, I had to dress up as Ded Moroz, right? And all the kids are like, Mommy, why does Ded Moroz have an American accent? I wasn't actually Ded Moroz, I was Santa Claus, because it's an English school. And the first thing I did was I had to give them their presents, but we had a little quiz before I gave them their presents. And they all fucking knew it was me. I was wearing my glasses, they all knew it was me. And I walk into the room, and the first question on the quiz is, where am I from? And all the fucking kids go, Chicago! So I kept their presents. Fuck those kids. My presents. Actually, this chair is kind of uncomfortable. Do you guys mind if I get a little more comfortable in here? Is that okay? I'm gonna do some lie-down comedy. Okay. So, I was in Reutov the other day, which is where I live. It's the fashion capital of Eurasia. And I was in Reutov, and there was a guy wearing a pink shirt with black letters. And the black letters said, "My favorite color is orange." But the shirt wasn't orange, and the words weren't orange. And my first thought was, what the fuck is going on with this guy? But then I realized, no, he's not that weird. Who fucking made that shirt? That's the guy who's fucking weird, right? Okay, so like I said, that got a little strange. I'm sorry. I was on the Elektrichka in Balashikha about a week ago, and I went out to the toilet area, and I was just standing, and I was alone, and it was like 11 at night. I was going home from work, because fuck work. And I was on the Elektrichka alone, and I was just standing there looking at the floor, thinking like, suicide is better than Balashikha. And all of a sudden, like a 12-year-old kid came into the area, and I was like, fuck you, this is my area. And the 12-year-old kid pulls out a cigarette and starts smoking the cigarette. And I'm just looking at him, and I'm thinking like, man, this kid has no fucking guidance at all. He's a 12-year-old on an Elektrichka in Balashikha at 11 p.m. at night. I need to do the right thing. I need to be like a big brother in this situation and like just say something that'll like fix the situation. I'm looking at him just like, what the fuck? God damn it. And he notices me looking at him, and he goes, what the fuck are you looking at? And I wasn't trying to get the shit kicked out of me by a 12-year-old, right? So I was like, cigaretki не будет? He gave me a cigarette. He was a good guy. Good 12-year-old. 12-year-olds are good people. Yeah, so that's all I have. That's my new strange material. I hope you guys liked it. Thank you very much. I'm Adam from the Balashikha of Chicago.
Adam, everyone! Did you like Adam? Just two questions. First of all, how did you know the boy was 12?
I asked
How often do you ride the train and ask boys for their age, Adam?
almost daily.
Almost daily. You know there's a list for that, right?
I'm on it.
You're on it.
So is he.
So is he. Yeah, okay. That's a cancer list. Stop smoking, Adam. Also, when you said, so I got a stick put into my penis,
Yeah, that's true.
a random person in the audience just went, so I don't know who that was, but I don't know what kind of doctor do you have or what kind of things you're into, but that's not appropriate response for I got a stick put into my penis. Speaking of sticks and penises, I would like to introduce your next comedian. He's the guy that actually got me into comedy. So the first time we met, he said like, "Oh my God, dude, you're so funny. You should start doing stand-up." And it's strange because I haven't said a word yet, and it was just in the metro. So please welcome on the stage, all the way from another beautiful city of Moscow, of Russia, but kind of Moscow as well. Mitishi, Ivan Yavitz.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Yes, I always carry these bags, not to get carried away by the wind. So, my name is Ivan, and I'm an English teacher, but my real name is Ivan Ivanic, but it's not a very good name for an English teacher. It's like, you never hear, who was your English teacher? Ivan Ivanic. Now I see why I don't understand you. So yeah, and I want to start actually my performance with the quote of my 18-year-old student. It's true. I have never felt myself so beauty than right now. Like there are so many, yeah, thanks, there are so many Russians here, I think. Maybe you guys can, like, I've been thinking about it for months, I still don't understand it. But I think right now, I actually feel, like, how many mistakes are there? I don't know. I feel myself so beauty because, I feel good because I'm an English teacher and the lessons are over. And the exams are coming. And the exams are coming. Are there any students here in the room? Say hey. Hey! Look at the deep sadness in their eyes. Just like dogs eating cat food made of other dogs. So sad, students. Yeah, I used to say it about teachers throughout the year, and now it's the students' time. It's the students' time to come to the exam. My favorite thing when they come to the exam is to put a mark before they answer. Oh yeah, correct. Good. Well done. And then I don't take a pen and just show the mark. It's magic. The look on their face, man. The same as you guys have right now. Something similar, right? So I know why you guys are here. Most Russians, you need some English grammar. Okay, here we go then. Okay, I'll just do my job. Right. So I'm really tired of explaining the verb to suggest. Okay? So suggest.
Doing something.
Exactly, but the other variant that you don't know is suggest that somebody should do something, right?
Yeah,
For example, I suggest that you should eat a sausage, right? That's but if I say I suggest that he should eat a sausage, I can also say I suggest that he eat a sausage, not eats. Be careful. See the trap there? It sounds weird, it sounds weird. I suggest that he eat the sausage, not eats. So next time, you can say, I suggest that he eat the sausage, and wait. And somebody, grammar Nazi, he eats. No. You don't know. I suggest that you should study some English. Exactly. So this is my free tip to you guys. Remember, you don't even know what suggest is, right? I was like, it's useless. What is suggest? It's like offer. No, it isn't. Okay, it's different. But fine. Okay. Sometimes I make fun of students, but recently English language made fun of me because we've got this wonderful comedian from America coming, and she's not coming. She's here. And I wrote. Her name is Audrey, right? And I spelled it with O-D-R-Y. Because I was told it in Russian. Audrey. I don't think, Audrey, okay. I thought she was short Audrey, Audrey. But turns out it's A-U. It's Audrey. Audrey, right? Nice. She's nice. And there is also E-Y at the end. E-Y. Audrey. It's like, hey. So she's funny, you'll see. Yeah, I'm like this guy. Look, I think it's my last performance. I'm leaving to St. Petersburg. And I think I'll just be unprepared, like my students always do, right? I don't give a fuck, right? So I'll just do whatever I want. People are like, what the fuck? Yeah, I had to listen to your shit for the whole year. Now listen to some of my shit, English teacher. How about that? Yeah, exactly. Right. Next topic, present perfect. Russians don't understand present perfect. What? Present perfect tense? It has a result? Never happens to me. Result, action, and then the result. And nobody stole anything, and nobody got killed, and no money laundering. Strange. We don't have present perfect. We don't understand it. But we have откат continuous. That's our shit. Because when we steal some shit, we're like, look, I've just stole some of your shit. Let's keep stealing it, like you just keep going, Откат. Откат is an English word now. You know about that? Yeah? Yeah, some music for откат. Imagine he has an alarm when somebody says откат, like he just has it. A weird откат guy. Yeah, all this, yeah. Откат. Slow. Now slow. Yeah, okay. In life of every I'm almost done, don't worry. I'll stop torturing you with grammar. But in life of every English learner, there is a time when you're in a bar, a little bit drunk with your friends, and you see a foreigner. And you turn to your friends and you say, look at this foreigner over there. I'm gonna go talk to him and use the present perfect continuous. I've been learning it for the 10 motherfucking years. I want to know, does it work? Did it work? Was it worth the effort? You know, my teacher gave me bad marks, my mom was beating me, and you come up to the guy and you're like, I already said that's why. Have doing, wait, where are you going? And he says, I'm sorry, Chuvak, I don't speak English. And he's like, he thinks I'm a foreigner. So sometimes it works, sometimes it works. Right. So, do you remember the weirdest sentences in books? In old books when we learned English with these books. Like crazy about future. By the time Billy comes home, Mary will have been eating cake for 5 hours. I'm like, how do you know that? Like, who the fuck are you, Vanga? Like, in Russian, we don't have future. We don't talk. We don't say shit like that. You know how we speak about future? We just hiss. Like, играю now. Сыграю. Maybe. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. Now, I'm not Vanga, right? And I don't know much about the future. But I know that you have been a good audience, present perfect, and you will have a great show, guys. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Ivan Yavis, everyone, how did you like Ivan? Fucking teachers. Who hates teachers? I do. I'm a teacher. And I hate myself for being a teacher. Yeah, we had Adam from Balashiha. How do you call that place? Balashiha. Shit. Shit! Someone has Tourette's or really dislikes Balashiha. And then we had Ivan from Mitish. Anyone else from outside of Moscow?
You're from Vyshina, I know.
From what?
Vyshina.
Is that outside? That's not outside of Moscow.
Well, it's quite a bit. It's enough to be outside. It should be outside.
Do you want to move Vyshina outside of Moscow? Just like, hey guys, we don't belong here. This is not. They call this a city, and look at us. Let's go. Let's go. I heard there is Balashiha. It's pretty cool. You don't want Vyshina to be part of Moscow.
Well,
But then you would.
I'm from there. I know that this is not a part of Moscow.
But then you will, if you move Vyshina outside of Moscow, you will not be from Moscow anymore.
Well,
You have to buy Strelka and everything.
I will move.
You'll move, sure.
Tell you more, it's not part of anything.
Move Vyshina and then move out of Vyshina.
It is part of something, Dennis. It's part of sadness. And shit. And desperation. Anyone else from outside of Moscow? I know where you're from. I don't know where you're from. I know it has like 7 words in the name. So, don't even. Where are you from? Outside of Moscow, yeah, the other part, Ukraine. Novorossiya.
It's still Moscow.
It's still Moscow, yeah, it's Moscow region, yeah. Well, next to Mitish. No, it's on the east. Anyone else? Do we have any foreigners in the room? You're a performer, you don't count. Anyone else? I mean, you count, but like not for the sake of crowd work. Anyone else? No.
There's one. There's one. There's this one. This one.
He wants
Oh,
to challenge you, man.
I know him as well. It's not like you're Italian, right?
You're Italian, right?
Yeah, they're all very proud. So that's all. We have one Italian and 2 Americans that are performers. This crowd is getting, and Ukrainian, of course. Jesus, sorry, man. How can I forget? Yeah, this crowd is getting really monotone. So let's go with the American then. Please welcome on the stage your next comedian, all the way from New York, China. Give it up for Audrey.
I was like, am I doing a dance party up here? What's up, Moscow? I am so excited to be here. I have spent the past year doing something that I've always dreamed of, which is traveling through the entire former Soviet Union. You guys are laughing at that. Okay, cool. That really has always been my dream. But before I left, one of my Russian friends taught me one phrase in Russian. So before I left for this trip, the only thing I knew how to say was "О, как интересно! Я хочу уехать из Туркменистана прямо сейчас." So that got me really far. I don't know though, Russian is like, you guys fuck with us with the alphabet, right? Because like some of the letters look like regular English letters, and then some of the letters look like a spider. And my tell me Russian friends were like, this is not a spider. This is je. I'm like, no, that's a spider. I speak Russian. Я хочу ехать из Туркменистана прямо сейчас. And then the letters that like do look like English letters sometimes turn into other English letters. Like T, totally normal, sometimes looks like M. The first time I got dropped off at an airport in Russia, I was like, oh no, sorry, I'm flying Aeroflot, not Aeroflam. I feel like that was also the first time, maybe in the history of anything, that anyone has been like snobby about flying Aeroflot. Like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm flying Aeroflot. Have you heard of it? It's had more crashes than any other airline in history. Maybe you know it. I just realized there was a crash recently, wasn't there? Oh, I'm sorry. What else? Oh my god. Another thing you guys all do is you always you agree with everything. Like if you're reading, when I'm checking into a hotel, people reading my reservation are like, Okay, what does this mean in Russian? Yeah, but like in English, it's like, okay, they're like agreeing with this paper that I'm giving them. Like I fill in a visa application, I hand it to them, they're like, Audrey Murray, I agree, American, I agree, your permanent address, I totally agree. Your metro, Moscow Metro, who likes the Metro Moscow? Make some noise. Yeah, rock on. Metro is awesome. It seems to operate though on the honor system, right? Because like you swipe your card and then you just walk through this place where maybe there were one-time doors. I don't know, you could also just not swipe your card and keep walking through this place where maybe there were one-time doors. All right, you guys should. I got a lot of free Metro rides this week, and I got to meet some very nice police officers. Oh, wow, yeah.
You like men in uniform.
That's why I do it. I was just going through like, hey guys, I have weed. A little bit about me. I have had a lot of Russian boyfriends. No reaction from you guys. Okay.
It's okay.
What? It's okay. He's giving me permission. It's okay. You can date whoever. You can love whoever you want. Who agrees with that? You can love whoever you want. You guys don't agree with that? Let's try it again. Who agrees with that? You can love whoever you want. Woo!
Except for gay.
Except for gay. Oh my god. Good lord, we're not touching that topic. Okay, so I've had a lot of Russian boyfriends, and I have learned that the secret to sustaining a relationship with a non-native English speaker is learning that to them, I love YouTube sounds a lot like I love you too. You guys can all use that one. I first I dated a Ukrainian guy, we broke up, then I started dating a Belarusian guy. I called the Ukrainian to tell him, he was like, ha ha ha, Belarus is our hat. I was like, what? I called the Belarusian, I was like, isn't that so funny? Like, he tried to insult Ukraine, or he tried to insult Belarus by saying you were his hat. He's like, no, this is not funny at all. You tell him Ukraine is sock of Belarus. A lot of rivalries. I don't know, they're all really sweet. Like, I had this Russian boyfriend who used to give me all of these English translations of Russian novels. He'd be like, here, this is Dostoevsky's shortest work. I was like, this is 900 pages. He's like, I know, it is pity it ends so soon. So when I was dating this Belarusian, we tried to go back to Belarus to visit him, and the hardest part of that was I had to get a visa to go to Belarus. And the hardest part of that was trying to convince the Belarusian visa authorities that I was not trying to illegally immigrate to Belarus. I went in and they were like, how do we know you will not attempt to make permanent home in our country? I was like, okay, I don't know how to answer that question honestly without offending you. She was like, Belarus is a wonderful country. I was like, I know, and I just want you to know that before I met my boyfriend, I had totally heard of it. She's like, do you even like Belarus? I was like, I love YouTube. Everyone's talking about how much they hate work. You guys are like really down on work. Everyone's like who here hates work? Everyone's like, me. Something really great just happened to me at work. This really hot guy started working on my floor, but the only time that I see him is in our office's shared common areas, right? Like, he is the only reason that I've started using the men's room. Pregnancy scares are a terrible thing. Terrible thing. I know, you're nodding. You'll never know what, but you know it's terrible. You can sense it. You trust me, thank you. Even worse than a normal pregnancy scare is a pregnancy scare in a foreign country, okay? I had a pregnancy scare when I was living in China. I was really sick. I went to the Chinese hospital, and they ran all of these tests, and at the end of it, they were like, we have narrowed it down to one of two things. Either you are pregnant, or you have HIV. I was like, can't you test for both of those things? They were like, if you insist. So, needless to say, I insisted. They run the test for HIV, I'm fine. They send me home with a Chinese at-home pregnancy test. And the results are in Chinese. Okay. There are 3 words, and I know that the last 2 words mean pregnant. So I feel like that first word is going to contain some really important information. But I cannot read it, and the only people I can ask for help translating are the 11-year-olds that I teach English to. I go into class one day, I'm like, hey guys, before we get started, I just have a question about a totally random Chinese word. You know, I cannot even remember where I saw it. And I just need to know what it means immediately. I write the character on the board, and my students are like, oh, this character is moi. It means almost. I was like, okay. I just need to know what this means in one very specific context. Like, if I were to say I am almost American, that would mean I'm not American, right? That would mean I'm like definitely not American, right? Because I don't know, maybe I want to be an American someday, but maybe now isn't a very good time for me to become an American. And people always say that once you become an American, everything changes. And maybe me and the other person involved would be good Americans with other people, but not together. And I don't know, like I've seen my other friends become American, and all they want to do is go to brunch with other Americans talking about how cute their passports are, because their passport is the cutest, most unique passport there ever was. Even though if you think about it, all passports look the fucking same, they're just different colors. My students were like, yeah, you're definitely pregnant. Thank you so much, Audrey Murray.
Thank you, Audrey! How did you like Audrey? I didn't want to mention anything, but we have like a celebrity in the room, and I'm really kind of glad to see him finally. He finally arrived at our time. He's a bit shy. He's standing all the way at the door. Marty McFly is there, if you haven't noticed. So yeah, you can say hi to him on the way out. We have one more comedian for you guys, also a foreigner, but a boring type like the other guy we have. So one more Italian invasion. So please welcome to a good pal of mine, super funny guy, all the way from Italy, Cristiano Righi!
Hello everybody. How are you? Are you normalna? Or are you хорошо? Which is like the same thing for me. Okay, I'm Italian, and I'm very sorry that you're not Italian, but sometimes I'm sorry that I'm Italian too. I mean, it's strange because there are times when I love being Italian, and at the same time I hate it. Because when I say that I'm Italian, everybody thinks that I can cook like a chef, and I sing very well, and in bed I'm like a master. And I hate it when they find out that it's not true. Because, you know, as an Italian, I found out that our job is making people believe this shit. That's why we come to Russia. Because we are the believers, like the more faithful believers of this, like, oh, italianцы здесь, живой итальянец. Можно трогать тебя. Okay, thank you. But it's cool living in Russia and being Italian. There are some things I hate. One of these is when I go back to Italy, you know. When I go back to Italy, it always happens one thing. I go back to, well, first of all, I put on weight, like it's every time. And when I come back, there's this thing that happens that I forget every time. So just as I land, I've got one friend calling me, usually a very beautiful Russian girlfriend. She calls me as soon as I land, and she's like, I don't know how she manages to find out I've just landed. And she says, "Hi, Kristianochka." What? Kristianochka? Because, you know, you Russian lady, you don't know that maybe, but you've got a weapon in your mouth, you know? What are you thinking? I know what you're thinking. You know, it's like, you can use Russian in such an erotic way. Kristianochka, ty еще в самолетике? No. Бедненький мой зайчик. Делишечки, как твои делишечки? Итальяшечки моя. the fuck? It's strange. At the same time, I say, what's this shit? And then I found out that I've got an erection. I say, fuck. You know, just listening to this, and it's crazy because Russian is crazy. It's like, oh, Kristianska, ty чё, а? It's like you've got this in your language, you don't know that. So I said, yeah, Natasha, I'm here, I'm just arrived. I want to meet you. Let's meet up. Okay, can we make it tomorrow? No, today. I mean, you know, the Sheremetyevochke. Here. Okay, I will meet you at Beloruskachke. We shall have a coffee there, okay? So I arrive in Beloruska and we meet up. Все хорошо, everything is alright. How are you? I'm fine.
Did you take the parmesan back?
What?
I want my parmesan!
What do you mean?
I asked you for my parmesan!
Yeah, remember, I want my parmesan. Do you have your parmesan with you? So that's what she wanted from me, you know. I'm just a parmesan dealer now. I've become, in 10 years here in Russia, I'm an Italian teacher, now I'm selling parmesan, like a contrabandist. So I'm taking parmesan to Russia and selling to... I think that women are in love with me, and they're not. They just want me to take parmesan and mozzarella and spaghetti and stuff. But they are right, you know, because I found out, I didn't know this before coming here. Every time I pack my bag, it's like this. I only have food in my bag. You know, it's amazing. And you should imagine this, like, when I do it, it's not only me. It's my whole family doing this. You know, it's like my mother, my brother, and my sister. Sorry, my mother, my father, and my sister. We are all together. It's like we are going to the Third World War. Like, my father is selecting food. My sister is dancing like a fan, like, go, Chris, go! Go, Chris, go! And my mother on the top of the table with a megaphone saying, no, I want more parmesan on the left side because it's not balanced. And put the spaghetti on the right side. Okay, that's fine. That's gonna be fine. It's like crazy. Then the final, you know, the final moment is the orgasm when the four of us sits on the suitcase because it's so full of food. I can't close it. Like, everybody's like jumping on it just to have it fine. So, and every time happens something very strange. I go to the check-in at the Venice airport and I've got every time 3 kilos more. Every time. It doesn't matter what I do at home, I've got more kilos. This story is strange because it happened 10 years ago. The first time it was 23 kilos. My bag was 23. We were like engineers. Okay, put 3 boxes of spaghetti here, and the tomato is better here, and it's mozzarella is inside, and then we put it in a soft bag just not to open it before. Okay, that's fine. Okay. It's crazy to see my family doing this. So we go to the airport, and I think this is too much weight. I think, but it's fine. So I put the suitcase on the belt. And the woman, she says, okay, that's fine, sir, but you are overweight. And I said, fuck. She noticed it. I know, I have too much spaghetti. No, I don't give a shit. I mean, talking about your bag. What? 26. Can't be 26. My whole family was there. It was 23. Then I look at, because my family comes to the airport every time. It doesn't matter. I think they will come, even if I'm 60, they will come. And I remember the first time I came to Russia, my mother was crying. Where are you going? Russia's gonna eat you alive. You're gonna die minus 80 degrees and bears coming to the house. No, please don't go. So they come every time and I say, what the fuck? I mean, it was 23. And I see that my mother has got this strange and guilty look on her face. She's like, oh, it's the weather like today. Planes landing, guns. Okay, so she said, so what do you want to do, sir? You have to pay 100 euros or you have to open your suitcase here and take your 3 kilos out. And I think, I just imagine the scene because it took so much time to close the suitcase. And I say, you don't really want to do that. You don't really want to open the suitcase here. And she's like, now you will have to, after that, you will have to open it. And I was like wondering, imagining myself opening the bag and like being the first Italian terrorist. in history, like an explosion of food, people running around the airport like, ah, I've got blood on my head! It's just tomato sauce, don't worry! It's tomato, it's like pomodoro, don't it's fine, I'm a good Italian terrorist, so don't worry. So I said, okay, and I turned again, and my mother, what's the sound? So I opened the suitcase in front of all these Russians. It was a show, you know, like all the Russians, like everybody was trying to see what I had. And I opened the suitcase, and I've got a Bible. like this, like 3 kilos Bible. The survival Bible for Italians abroad. My mother, who is very religious, and I forgot about that, put a Bible in my bag because she thought I would need it in Russian just to pray, you know, to go. She wanted me to pray to go back to Italy alive. I'm not joking. So I took the Bible out, and everybody was looking like Russians. Which show? I said, yeah, it's my mother. And she, and I had to take the Bible with me on the plane because I didn't have any space left. You know, everything is like cheese and mozzarella and spaghetti. And I walked onto the plane with the Bible, like, you know, it's my, you know, like the Italian Bible for a very, you know, I thought I would find some Russian beautiful blondinka on the plane with the Bible, you know. Everybody thought I was a priest. So, the thing is that from that moment on, this problem was every time I went to the airport, I still had 3 kilograms more, and it was not my mother, because when I came back, I said, "You're not gonna do that. I'm gonna check the bag." So every time it's something, you know. So the thing is that every time it's the same, 3 kilos more. So I've got this technique now. I've got this thing. I go to the airport with 2 panettones. Do you know what a panettone is? Tu sei italiano. Sentivo, this fan is a great fan of mine, really laughing. He's Italian. So a panettone is like a Russian kulichik, which in Italian sounds terrible because it's like jopa. Like culo is jopa. So imagine that kulichik is like jopichki, something like that. So I go to the airport with two panettones, one in two hands. So I go to the check-in, and it's the same. Like, you can't go in, sir. You've got these 2 cakes. You can't. So I say, first of all, these are not cakes. These are panettone. Okay, panettone in Italian is only sold in December for Christmas. Then the panettone that we don't eat, we sell it to Russia, okay? Because you have it in August and July and wherever, you know. The panettone we don't have in Italy is for you. That's what you're eating here, so, you know, just be aware. So, and she says, you can't do that, you know. I say, why can't I do that? I'm Italian. Like, these panettones are part of my body. That's what I really mean, because I'm Italian. I've got, like, something coming out of my hands. It's just part of me. And because I learned in 10 years this wziatka thing. You know, I know what you mean by wziatka. So I take 2 panettones because I say, okay, listen, miss, let's do this. I'm not gonna pay for 100 euros for this bag, but I can give you one of these panettones. Which is like, and usually it works, but you know what she said the last time? She said, "Where is my parmesan?" Thank you very much. It's been great. Have a good night.
Cristiano was the last comedian. How did you like the show? If you like the show, like us on Facebook, find us on the internet. Come next Friday and definitely stay for the concert. We have a rock concert right now in 5-10 minutes when we set up everything, and after the concert we have a party. So don't go anywhere, get some fresh air, come back for the concert. See you next week. Goodbye.